welcome back to Two Wheel Trends, your one-stop destination for everything on two wheels. Today, we're diving into a scooter that's generating a lot of buzz in 2025 at the all-new Yamaha RX 125. Now, when Yamaha decided to revive the RX badge, it definitely raised a few eyebrows. For most enthusiasts, the name RX carries a legacy of power, simplicity, and sheer attitude from the two-stroke era. So turning that into a modern 125cc scooter? That's a bold move. But here's the question: does this scooter live up to the RX legacy, or is it just a branding trick? Let's find out. From the moment you lay eyes on the 2025 RX 125, it becomes clear that Yamaha wanted this to stand out. The front design is sharp, athletic, and aggressive. Gone are the traditional rounded scooter QSA. Instead, you get sculpted lines that resemble a sports bike more than a family-friendly commuter. The LED headlight setup is split and angular, projecting a futuristic vibe. It sits low on the apron, flanked by sleek DRLs that add an extra layer of attitude. Yamaha's choice to place the indicators just under the handlebar gives the front a clutter-free, clean profile. The windshield isn't tall, but it's shaped to accentuate the front's aerodynamic feel. Every curve, edge, and cut on the RX 125 looks deliberate. From the tapered front fairing to the aggressive side scoops that mimic air intakes, everything screams performance. The handlebar area is well integrated, with a digital console sitting flush in the center. The display is a full-color TFT unit, giving riders access to speed, fuel efficiency, ride modes, trip meters, and even smartphone connectivity through Yamaha's Y-Connect app. This gives the RX 125 a premium feel that few scooters in the 125cc segment can boast about. As we move to the side and rear of the RX 125, Yamaha's attention to detail continues to impress. The side panels carry forward the sporty theme, tapering towards the back and creating a compact, muscular stance. You'll notice a dual-tone paint scheme with contrasting decals that echo the RX spirit. The footboard is spacious, but it's also slightly raised at the rear, offering a more sporty, lean-forward riding position compared to most upright scooters. The rear grab rail is neatly integrated and doubles up as a subtle spoiler, adding a dash of flair without looking out of place. Now let's talk about that tail section. It's possibly one of the boldest tail designs we've seen on a scooter in recent years. The LED taillight is slim, V-shaped, and sharp, giving the RX 125 a Street Fighter-like rear. The indicators are separated and positioned further out for better visibility. The rear tire hugger is minimal but functional, while the exposed rear shock absorber and underbelly offer a semi-naked bike vibe. Even the exhaust canister has been designed with a sporty edge. It's compact, matte-finished, and sticks close to the body to keep the profile tight and aerodynamic. Underneath this aggressive styling sits a heart that's refined, responsive, and surprisingly punchy for a 125cc scooter. The 2025 RX 125 features a brand new, air-cooled, fuel-injected, single-cylinder engine that puts out approximately 11.8 horsepower and 10.5 newton-meters of torque. On paper, that might not sound earth-shattering, but Yamaha has tuned this engine for crisp low-end torque and quick throttle response. In city riding conditions, the RX 125 feels alive. Twist the throttle, and it responds without hesitation, making overtaking easy and navigating traffic a breeze. The CVT transmission is smooth and tuned for quick takeoffs. There's hardly any lag between throttle input and acceleration. Yamaha claims a 0 to 60 km/h time of under 9 seconds, and in our tests, the RX 125 came quite close, especially in sport mode. Yes, you heard that right. This scooter comes with multiple ride modes. There's an eco mode for fuel-conscious commuters and a sport mode that gives you sharper throttle mapping and more eager acceleration. This feature alone gives the RX 125 a dynamic edge over its competitors. In terms of ride quality, Yamaha hasn't compromised. The front telescopic forks and rear monoshock are tuned on the firmer side but not uncomfortably so. You'll feel the road, but bumps are absorbed with confidence. The scooter feels planted in corners and stable even at higher speeds thanks to its lightweight yet rigid chassis. The 12-inch alloy wheels wrapped in tubeless tires offer excellent grip, and the braking setup is top-notch. A front disc with optional single-channel ABS provides progressive stopping power, while the rear drum does its job well enough for everyday commuting. One aspect where the RX 125 truly shines is handling. It's nimble, flickable, and incredibly fun to throw around in city traffic. At just around 110 kilograms, it's light on its feet, and the steering feedback is responsive and predictable. You don't need to wrestle this scooter, just a gentle push and it glides into tight corners or U-turns with ease. For riders who value fun without sacrificing practicality, the RX 125 offers the perfect middle ground. As for fuel efficiency, Yamaha claims a mileage of around 55-60 kmpl depending on riding habits and mode selection. In our real-world tests, the scooter returned a consistent 53-55 kmpl in eco mode and about 48 kmpl in sport. Considering the performance on offer, those numbers are quite respectable. The fuel tank capacity stands at 5.2 liters, which gives you a decent range before the next refill. Practicality-wise, the RX 125 doesn't fall short either. The underseat storage is spacious enough to fit a half-face helmet and other essentials. There's also a front cubby with a USB charging port and enough room for your phone or wallet. The seat height is accessible for most riders at 780 mm, and the ergonomics are balanced, sporty yet comfortable for daily commutes. Pillion comfort is decent too, although the seat is slightly stepped up, which might take some getting used to for taller passengers. Now let's talk numbers. So what's the price for all of this excitement wrapped in a 125cc body? Yamaha has priced the RX 125 at around a superscript 11.05 lakh ex showroom in India, or approximately $1,250 in global markets. For that price, you're getting a scooter that doesn't just offer you performance, but also premiumness, smart features, and a standout design. It positions itself slightly above the likes of the TVS and Torque, Honda Grazza, and Aprilia SR 125A, but when you factor in the RX heritage, the tech, and the riding experience, it feels well worth the tag. To sum it up, the 2025 Yamaha RX 125 is not just another commuter scooter. It's Yamaha's attempt to merge nostalgia with modern mobility. While it may not have the raw two-stroke aggression of the original RX series, it brings a new flavor to the urban scooter segment. Stylish, quick, connected, and most importantly, fun. It's a scooter that speaks to young riders looking for an edge, as well as seasoned enthusiasts wanting a bite-sized thrill machine for everyday use. So, is it the RX we once knew? Not quite, but is it an RX for today's world? Absolutely. If you're in the market for a scooter that's more than just transport, the Yamaha RX 125 is worth a serious look. Thanks for watching this review on Two-Wheel Trends. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Would you ride this modern RX? Or are you holding out for a true two-stroke comeback? Until next time, ride safe and keep chasing the trend.